canal is loading. What's going on, everybody? This is Kawil here, bringing you yet another. Wait a second. Okay, Wake Island is loading. Guys, technical difficulties here. Let me see if I get this correct. Iwo Jima is loading. Oh yes, there we go. Oh, forgive me. First off, forgive me for the technical difficulties with my editing system. But also forgive me for not getting you guys a video last week. I kind of had a relapse of being sick, and I was out for 4 days from work, which was not fun. Even though I was not at work, it was not fun. So during that time, I was able to think of something that that you guys might like. I'm not sure if you will or not, but it's just a little something that I thought of. This is a 4-part clip, clips actually, of me doing different things. And I'm not gonna sit here and say that I'm a pro at this game. I've never said that, and I never will. But as I was going over some of these clips that I had, I noticed that there was a couple of things I did pretty much every match. This first one right here that I'm doing, even though it looks like it's spawn camping, it kind of wasn't. This is the very beginning of the game. And while I do get some spawn kills here, the reason that I'm adding this here, it's called point control, okay? The reason it's point control is because you'll see that the enemy actually does cap a couple of flags during this whole time. Okay, but my main purpose here is just to watch the back and the sides as best I can, which of course what I'm doing here. Again, I ascribe no professional ability in myself playing first-person shooter games. I've never been in MLG. I don't. This is just basically someone who likes to play the game, finding out the way that I play it myself, and I you know, this is just one of the ways that I found that I've played. So in this in this 4-part system, you're gonna see me as a ground pounder. You're gonna see me in a tank, doing various things in both of them. Right here, I get a little bit lucky. Phil Breezy. I've gone against Phil quite a few times, and we have exchanged the medal, so to say. He's a good player. I enjoy playing against him. But as you can see, I'm just trying to control the point here as best I can. There's Peppercini. I love that name, Peppercini. Peppercini is like a little tiny pepper that, well, you know, us Hispanics like to use for us. Now, I wouldn't really say salsa, but they come in the little tiny thin jars, and they're really good. Anyway, sorry, Peppercini. I'm not making fun of your name. I actually really like it. But as you can see here, I'm just going back and forth, and of course, as with so many things in this world, and I've stated this before in another video that I was doing, when you go to the well too many times, you end up drowning. And my time of drowning in the well is coming up really soon. With a great shot by a gentleman by the name of he's right there. Alabama Crab Dangle. I mean, that is just a really freaking great name. Alabama Crab Dangle. When he comes back up, he gets me with a pretty nice rifle grenade shot. But, you know, what can I tell you guys? As I said, it was a little bit of spawn camping, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Mainly, it was just about controlling the point. Again, please don't take my talking to you about strategies as any kind of expertise. I'm merely, as I said, playing the game. And here comes Alabama Crab Dangle, rocking me with a beautiful shot, and that ends that. Now we're going to be going into, this is the double cap. in a tank. I just spawned on one of my evil teammates, Evil Death Angel. Really good player. And a fine young lady, I must say. Anyway, we spawned around the back here. And everybody's going up that way, so I'm gonna go back this way. And I get a little bit lucky here with Wood. What is this? Wood Dog. Wood Dog from Hate. I get a little lucky. I see him first. And thank you for the kit, son. Because right down here is a little machine I like to call the Turtle. It's the Turtle. So we're gonna repair this puppy up, and we're gonna come up here, and we're gonna do a little damage with these guys. And there's Wood. There's Wood again. He almost took me out. But my teammates were there valiantly to rescue me. I was doing a peek to see if there was any C4 up there on the top, because you know C4 is pretty popular against tanks, and that's the peak right there. See the peak? Checking out, making sure there's nothing there, and then we'll just go right ahead. And the reason I go right ahead is because they also have another flag, so you know. Typically we play last flag and we let the last flag stay, but since there is not only just one flag left for the enemy, we decided to go ahead and attack and capture. And BB in the tank is so much easier. Call it cheap, whatever you want to call it. I'm in a tank, and say hello to Bluefin 2008. Ah, gotta get behind him. Yes, I love it. Now, as I said before, this is called the double cap, and it's called the double cap for two reasons. Well, actually, only for one reason. I guess you could say it's two reasons, because you cap twice, but the real reason is because you cap twice. If you can make any sense out of that. Anyway, we capped that one guy up there, so now I'm able to repair my little turtle, and we're gonna end up capping another point up here. And this is called, next oops, the Ridge. And we're gonna cap this puppy because, again, well, I when I got up here, I did not know that we had capped all the flags. So well, I started capping it. My bad. And I got a little lucky with that one. But anyway, it's a good thing that I was capping it, because as you can see, something else turned red, and then another's blinking back there, and it turned red as well. And so we're gonna call this the double cap. If you can keep the capping going in the tank while you're repairing, and you have really good teammates like I have here who was able to help me cap this, because this is one of the hardest ones to cap in the game, as I've said before. And that was the end of that. That was pretty much the end of the match right there. This in the 4-part montage, clip special, whatever you want to call it, is called Lanes. This is called Lanes. You're going to see a gentleman on the bottom of the screen there. His name is American Avenger 5. This is my brother from Evil. And we were in this match together, and we were kind of having a little competition to see who could get the most kills. And you're not going to see it at the end, but at the end, I think we had the same amount of kills, which was 18. And I just want to tell you guys, look, if you're going to park on the beach, you got to get a license for that. That's the reason I had to take care of those guys. Those guys had no license to park on the beach there. You can't just, I mean, there are places where there are docks. I didn't see a dock there, so, well, you know, we needed to take that care. We need to take care of that business. All right. So anyway, the reason this is called Lanes is because AA and I are slowly making our way across the map in general. At the very beginning of this match, we started way back at that big mountain back there, that Sarabuchi, I guess is what it's called. And we slowly were able to make our way through this to get to the end game. And I got a little lucky with Iron Bridge there. And then Carlito. I'm talking Carlito. That's not Carlito. Carlito's coming up right here. Carlito, he gives me a hit marker on me, but Don't go in the building. It's not gonna help you. I'm sorry. It's just not. See what I told you? It's just... Anyway, he was in a tough spot. He was the only one there. We were capping the flag. And suffice it to say that he basically got outnumbered. Okay, now, here comes the lanes part. I find myself taking the extreme outside flanking position in quite a few of my matches. And I don't know if you guys have ever come across this, but have you ever come across this impenetrable wall of chain link fence? That was the first time. I thought, maybe it's just lag. Maybe I'm just lagging. No big deal. Later on, you're gonna see I empty an entire clip. I throw a rifle grenade at it, and it still holds up. I don't know what's up with that. You'll see it later on. So, back to, again, for the third time, there's AA over there. He is very aggressive. He likes to go straight for the objective, and that's fine because he's a young guy. He's got the reflexes to do that, and I got a nice little shot there with a rifle grenade. And I do end up losing it here. I was trying to stay alive, AA, so you could spawn on me, because we're gonna go around the back and back rage. But I got taken out. Sorry to my teammates. That's what we were trying to do, to get around to the backside. So we're gonna try it again. We're gonna try this lanes thing again, and it's gonna take me a little time to get over there. It's a progression. It's a process. Because if you're covering a lane, and again, I mean this in a strictly noob sense of the word, playing this game. As I said, I've watched a lot of Battlefield 3 videos from different people, PS3 and PC, and they always talk about lanes. At least the really good ones, they always talk about lanes. And that if you're gonna be in a lane, and I'm assuming this is also because I've never been. Oh, hold on. Here comes the entire clip. A rifle grenade. It's not blowing. And I got a little lucky with this guy right here. I might throw up a prayer, and there you go. But anyway, the whole idea of lanes is to watch your lane to cover everybody else. This is just a sweep, just a surge of of us going through. And again, I find that I'm kicking back over here by myself, and I'm like, I gotta stay alive. I gotta stay alive for my boy AA. All right. So we're gonna do a little backpedaling up in here and there. AA, he spawned on me, so we're going. Now we're going. He's gonna take a little different route. I'm gonna stay over here, and I'm just gonna continue on all the way around. I think 2 more kills. Saving my boy right here. Saving him. I saved him. He was going to die. Dirty. He was dying. But I was able to pull it out and save him. And we finally make it around to the end. And I don't know how that guy saw me, but he did. And I was lucky to take Sloth out there. So basically that's the end of that clip. We were able to get around the end, and the game ended shortly after that. Now this final clip is called Defending in the Tank. There, as you're going to notice, I just took out a tank right there. I got a little lucky with a shot. But there is a whole group of red guys coming towards us from that flag off to the left, which I do not remember the name of. Next, oops, if you know the name of this flag on the left where the other tank is going to, hook me up with it, because I don't know these names of these guys. And there's my boy Navin Johnson. Really good player. He wasn't on my squad, but he was on my team for this match. A really good player. I really enjoy playing with him against him. And Fire Pyro, we exchanged quite a bit of metal also in this match that you don't see. I think we ended up taking each other out together at the same time 2 or 3 times. So it was pretty good. I had a good time. But so the other tank had gone down. I don't know if he yeah, he's dead. See, he was one of my teammates, and he's dead in the tank. Hey, so my team is trying to push. We're trying to push it, and my job because I'm slower than everybody. I'm the turtle. I'm the turtle. I gotta be very patient here. You gotta be very patient. You gotta be very patient in the tank because you can get people behind you, and there's just a stream of them. And these guys are pretty dangerous. You know what they do. They like to plant on ya. These guys can't do much damage, but with a sustained amount of force, they can. There's fire pyro. So I'm just acting as basically a distraction, and I get a little lucky with these shots here. And there's a tank way down there. There's a tank way down there. See, he just fired. So I laid down a little cover fire, lay down a little cover fire, and we're gonna repair up. And I'm thinking I'm gonna take this guy out with my recoilless rocket. But you know what? I was off on the aim. I needed to aim a little bit higher because then that would have been so sweet to take him out with like 2 shots. But I got help. I got help from my teammates there to take him out. And so now it's kind of like defending and kind of like offensive. And no, you cannot hide behind that tank after I've blown it up because I knew exactly what you were doing. I'm sorry, Mad Dog. I'm sorry. But he was able to get a grenade on him, so. And now I'm basically controlling the point as I was in the very first clip. Trying to control the point because we're facing an onslaught of people coming at us. There's nobody coming behind us, so we're good. Little long range sniping here from Tony. But you're gonna see I go a little bit further in and I'm thinking I'm gonna be a little badass. I'm gonna go right up here. I'm just gonna start wasting people. And there's like a wave of red guys coming at us. You're gonna see them right here. It's just a wave of red guys. There they are. Look at this, 3 of them coming at me. Now, again, none of them are infantry. So that's not a bad, and there's also one to the left. That's not, it's a good thing. But with rifle grenades, it only takes 3 or 4 shots and you're dead. So you gotta be smart as a tanker. Again, I'm not saying I'm smart. I'm saying I'm lucky for quite a bit of this. But there you go. That's pretty much the end of the clip, guys. The end of my 4-part smorgasbord of destruction. Anyway, here's a bonus clip that I had. Give me a rating. Give me a rating. There you go. It's a bonus clip. The reason it's a bonus clip is because, well, there are three machines that I have to destroy, which I do. So guys, go ahead and take a look at the rest of the bonus clip. There's 2 tanks down there. I will let you go. Thank you for watching, everybody, and have a good one. Bye-bye. Oh!